Right then. We've got a pretty good picture of the Grim Garten and what moves the Society's been making.
Seems like they really don't have anything to do with this White Orb Mint or those AD freaks. Well, most of them anyway. That Brad is definitely involved. And I'd put money on the Oathbreaker's blue fur-wearing ass showing up too.
Knowing him, I wouldn't be surprised if he was up to something. But from what he said back on Nemeth Island, I just can't see him intentionally trying to imitate the cult.
I found myself loathing them once I learned that the little girl I once knew was still being dragged down by what they did to her. One of my crimes was indirectly forming the Gardens, and, as you said, I brought members of the cult into the fold. When a crime of mine is over and done with, I like to put it out of my mind completely before I start thinking up my next one. Then I saw that she was still suffering from the pain they engendered, and thus my concentration was shot.
Yeah, there's no question that he's a terrible person, but it really didn't seem like he was lying about that.
Let's put him out of our minds for the moment. He's an evil man, yes, but he follows his own set of principles fairly strictly.
True. Guy's got a rep to uphold, I guess. We'll just have to keep an eye out for him when he does finally show up.
In that case, AD. Or rather, Alter Dawn. The most important thing at the moment is determining who or what is behind them.
Yes, the mastermind ultimately responsible for the Crimson Grendel was a ghost from the past, a parasite fed by the cult. But by this point, the DG cult has long been thoroughly wiped out, and no one has found even a hint of any other remnants.
If that's the case, does that mean this is a completely new group? Or maybe someone pretending to be one?
Chances these guys are completely new ain't zero, but still pretty slim, I'd say. You'd need an absurd amount of technical backing to cook up something like this, after all.
That's true.
An orb mint with no serial number. It's said to have been made 20 years ago.
Though its appearance is quite different from the 50-year-old Genesis, it's clear that both are of exquisite workmanship.
I tried to scan it, but all I was able to tell is that it's filled with a large number of very small parts. And just like the Genesis, its casing is completely sealed. It was made to never be opened.
And if we do try to crack it open, we'll probably just end up ruining all those little parts inside, huh? Even though the design on the outside is different, it really does seem like it's meant to be a replica of the Genesis.
Sure seems that way. We didn't have any of the real ones around last night, but I was able to transform into the Grendel all the same. Now that we know what we do, odds are it was because of the white orbment Ix was carrying.
That definitely checks out. Now that I think about it, this thing I've got is kind of the same, though I can still open it up a little to do basic maintenance.
Ticks me off that this is basically a handout from that clown, but I'll hold on to it for now, just in case. Any of the Genesis start acting up, you let me know ASAP. Could be some kind of resonance or even interference from this thing.
Got it. I'll be sure to pay close attention. I'll also keep all my senses sharp. That'll be easier now that the rain's finally let up. Fee, Lapis, and all the others are doing their best. I'm not gonna lose to them.
That's the spirit. Thinking about it, though, both of their groups seem to have their own goals at the moment.
The Thor's group is one thing, but I'm worried about Swin and Nadia.
Me too. It almost seemed like something was weighing on them, but they couldn't talk about it.
It's just as I'd heard then.
Well, no point in speculating before they're ready to open up. We can try and feel things out next time we're in the garden, though. Big picture's outline is starting to come into focus, at least. For now, let's get back to our patrols. Hit up some different spots from this morning. Besides, Elaine asked us to keep looking into the stuff from last night on behalf of the guild, so we've got that to tackle too.
Thank you. I admit I am very concerned about whatever it is that the Society's planning. But considering we still haven't found all the missing people yet, I can't ignore this AD group. I appreciate all your help in investigating them.
Of course. We'll do whatever we can.
And with that, it's time we began our afternoon shift.